Halt.
Oh, my bolt.
Are you travelers?
You could say that, yes.
We came here from the Grand. Would it be possible?
What, on foot? Not every day we see guys like...
Much as we would have liked to. Thanks to the new regulation.
Well, if you say so.
We still have reason to believe that they're... Let's see...
This isn't good.
Emma, I know. Could I ask you to look into my...
Huh? That's an odd request.
Potite sermonem meus.
What the?
Huh?
We're just common travelers, and we aren't on that list of yours. Which means we can pass.
Where are you still standing? Go along inside.
Just don't go causing any trouble.
Shall we be going?
Yeah.
The Noble Alliance's advantage in this war. Rufus has achieved much in his position, but the fact remains. That fool Cayenne is still the one with the most influence and power. Something must be done about this.
So that was your line of thinking when you sent those Jaegers to Ymir, was it? You moved to take Princess Alphen into your custody and use her to replace Duke Cayenne as Supreme Commander.
Do you have something you want to say to me? You seem very unhappy about the fact I sent him to the hometown of one of your classmates.
Not at all, Father. However, I do believe my brother also expressed disapproval of those actions. I humbly ask that you think twice before interfering with any neutral powers in the future.
And I would suggest you think twice before involving yourself in matters that are of no concern to you. Focus on the work you have been given, and leave me to do mine.
I apologize for speaking out of turn.
I must think of something that will allow me to seize... I can't allow that pompous halfwit to call himself the Alliance's Supreme Commander. I may need to reconsider how Rufus should be acting in...
크로아시아.
Something wrong, Sharon?
Oh no, not at all.
고라리란 말에
guess this is the hold?
It's awfully spacious for one.
You certainly took your time.
Eustace!
I suspected it.
How long did you intend to make me wait? I have wondered whether you would even bother.
I think that's partly your fault for making us go through all that trouble.
There are eyes everywhere in this city. Would have drawn too much attention. That was just my way of looking out for you.
At least it really is great to see you.
The same to you. I'm impressed you were able to overcome the many ordeals you've no doubt faced to make it. But should I be surprised, I wonder? I've always had high expectations.
I doubt it still.
This means that, and I couldn't be more overwhelmed.
Thank you. You've been
I haven't the foggiest idea what Sharon is doing here, but I suppose it doesn't matter right now.
Eustace?
I've been kept abreast of your activities through the Noble Alliance's information network. So I'm well aware you've been fighting their forces across the land using that ash-colored, as well as the fact that you've chosen not to ally yourselves with the Imperial Army, but
Oh, has word of Valimar been getting around that much?
That said, I didn't arrange for us to meet like this just to see one another again. I did so that I could make the difference between our respective positions.
What do you mean?
I see. You have no intention of coming with us.
What? This is a joke, right?
You surely saw this coming. I'm the son of one of the most influential figures in the and as I imagine you're already aware, I've been assisting him and his provincial army in
Well, we know.
Is this what you believe to be?
Meanwhile, my brother is acting as the Alliance Force's chief. And as for my father, he was responsible for hiring Jaegers to attack Ymir. But the home of all the kind-hearted people who welcomed me with open arms earlier in the year. I can only apologize. If I'd returned home earlier, then perhaps... No. I don't even have... Yet with that in mind, it should be clear that we can't go back to the way the gulf between us is simply too vast to be... Our paths have parted.
This can't...
It doesn't have to be like...
I will guarantee you safe passage out of the city. If you deem it necessary, I can even have you escorted out by... However, once you're out...
Eustace. I can understand why you feel somewhat responsible for what happened in Ymir. I can understand why you, as an Alberea, feel... Actually, I should probably tell you that Dad woke up the other day. All that's left is for him to get his That
I would have liked to pay him a visit myself. But...
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm not telling you that to make you feel guilt. I'm telling you because I don't want that to be your reason.
Pardon?
What I want to know is what you want to do. If you want to help your family because you agree with the idea, but if that's not what you want to do, if you're doing it because you feel responsible for what happened to me, or if you're doing it because then you're nothing more than a coward. And I don't believe that's how a real Erebonian... They should do what they believe is right, and do it with...
It's kind of harsh.
We're only students, still learning more about the world. Alone, we don't have the experience to the war going on around us, but that's alone. And that's why we're all inexperienced. But it's only by pulling the... It's worked for us during...
Indeed. Reen had to remind me of... It's always nerve-wracking for the...
I see my suspicions were dead on. No matter the circumstances, you've always been the one to blow.
Then you'll come with us?
Still, no matter what you say, I am an Alvarea. And as such, if you are determined not to back down, then we will have to settle this with a duel, just as you and Crow did.
A duel?
Follow me. Our destiny. There, we shall settle this matter.
Well, I wasn't counting on this. I'd only intended to gather information on the Crimson Wings, and yet here I am, bearing witness to such a compelling scene. I've no duty to report anything I see to Duke Alvarea, but I suppose there isn't any harm in watching how things unfold.
Do what you want. I don't care. I'll just go kill time in town or something.
Oh no! Not this time! You're coming with me, and that's that! I'm here to support you, not babysit you. You're the one with a number, not me. Try acting like it.
Fine, fine. What a pain. There's a familiar face among them, so this might not be a total waste of time.
Isn't this Angelica's bike?
I thought she entrusted it to you after she withdrew, Ring.
What in the world is it doing here?
I made use of my family's influence to have it brought here from the Academy. Since then, it's been left in the hands of a skilled mechanic, so it's been well maintained. You will be riding that for our...
You mean our duel will be a race between me on this bike?
Partially. The finish line will be the plateau. Once there, we shall begin a sort... Whoever arrives first will therefore have the advantage of more time to prepare.
Oh. We did stuff like that back. We called them chase battles.
That does sound quite similar to what I have.
Okay. So if I win, you're coming with us. You're not...
Correct. In the unlikely event that you defeat me, I will concede. But know this. I've absolutely no intention. That bike of yours may have the advantage in terms of speed. Do not expect this to be in...
Oh, I won't. I'll be coming at you with all I...
They're way too fired up about...
We'll have to...
Right. We'll go and take up places. In that case, I will signal when... Rest assured, I wouldn't...
That works for me.
Very well. Let's begin.
Here we go.
Go get it.
I won't let you down. I'm ready, Eustace.
As am I. Now demonstrate to me the...
All right. Take your... 3, 2, 1. Begin!
Good luck, you two!
Go, go!
Take a left here.
Use this path here. Everyone's really into this.
Yes! I won!
Your perform...
Go.
The advantage is mine. Let's settle this.
No matter. A handicap like this will come at me.
Let's do this!
Come at me with all you have.
Here I go.
Now's our chance. Don't let it pass.
Let's move. Let's move. There!
I'm just getting started. Be gone.
Let's move. There! My turn. There! Let's move.
Be gone.
Here I go. Here I go. Here I go.
This isn't.
Okay, it's safe for now. Looks like
I should have expected no less. It's hard to believe how much your swordsmanship has improved in such a...
Don't sell yourself short, Eustace. If I'd held back even a little, I'd be the one. Your skills really shone through, both.
I can't pretend to have held back either. The victory is well and truly...
Reen, are you both all right?
Oh. Hey,
Reen, you...
Looks like we've got a winner.
The verdict should be plainly...
Yeah, I managed to scrape through. It was pretty...
Does that mean you'll come back?
I fought with all my might. I performed to the very best of my abilities, and even then, I couldn't compare to your strength. With that, I have known the path I should take is the...
We're happy to have you with us. We'll find the answers we spent together.
You can count on me. Starting today, I am a I'll show my father and...
There's nothing to feel embarrassed.
There are some things you learn. I know that you and I both know a thing or two.
Sure do. Congrats. I suppose now is the best. I wouldn't.
Who was that?
Up there.
Who are they?
One of them is wearing armor.
Oh dear.
Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm afraid I've come to thoroughly put a damper on your
She knows us?
Just who are you?
Well, at least one among you should already be familiar with me. But it wouldn't hurt to introduce myself for the benefit of the others. I am a lady after all. My name is Duvalie. I'm the head knight of the Stallritter, an esteemed group led by Ouroboros' 7th Anguis in all her glory. And it is by her order that I have...
You're with Ouroboros?
So the Steel Maiden sent you, did she? Looks like our luck just ran.
Might I ask if the Stallritter is somehow related to the Eisenritter? The name is eerily similar. Even their only difference in name...
Oh, you're the Arseid, aren't you? Are you curious? Well, I'm not going to tell you. Does it bug you? Your curiosity is going to build and eat away at you until you can't even Sucks to be you!
Is she really with Ouroboros?
I'm not quite that curious. I wouldn't want to pressure you into discussing something you aren't comfortable.
Hold on a minute. There's no point in pretending you don't care. I know full well you...
She doesn't act like it, but there's no doubting she's extreme.
Indeed, she may not be an enforcer, but not for lack of skill. Although the power of the man beside her is even more frightening.
Leaving that aside, I've already introduced myself. It's only proper for you to do... Ugh! Why are you still up there?
What do you need me for? You can handle him just fine yourself.
Oh, for goodness sake! You're supposed to be number one! Would it kill you to even put the tiniest bit of effort into your job?
Number one?
And he's an enforcer, just like Sharon and Phantom Thief B.
Indeed. I happen to be number 9. An enforcer's number is not in any way indicative of their combat prowess. But by coincidence, his may actually be so. He's easily among the strongest in Ouroboros. Perhaps even the strongest.
Never tried fighting steel to see which one of us gets the top spot, though. That race before was kind of fun to watch, so let's see what you got. The name's McBurn. Some call me the Almighty Conflagration. And talk is cheap. I hate conversations that just drag on and on. So let's skip to the good part.
The power radiating from him is...
What are those flames?
Shout, my swift swordsmanship was taught to me by... And you haven't a chance...
I've gone to the trouble of coming down here. Do me a favor and try lasting a minute.
Your arrogance will be your...
Give them everything you've got.
Of course!
Don't die too easy on me now.
Now, draw your weapons!
Here I go.
With pleasure. Armors activate!
Leave this to me!
Yeah!
Come on.
My turn.
Witness the severing chains. I'm afraid your fate is now sealed. Fall into death's embrace.
My turn.
Witness the fruits of my training! Radiant Lion!
Come on! This is impossible!
You can actually put up a fight.
Treasure these final moments.
Come on.
My blade will cleave ignorance and light the way.
Termination Slash.
Termination Slash! Die! Come on. Turn to ash!
I wasn't strong enough.
Turn to ash! Turn to ash!
I'm sorry, everyone.
Man, is that really what you call everything you got?
How can they be so strong?
I've never fought anyone so strong in my life by a long shot.
I didn't expect we would have a chance against him head-on.
We were able to knock that knight down at least.
Ugh! I believe I lost to mere students. And of course, one of them had to be an Arsate. This is so humiliating!
I'll give you a break. Were you even try? I thought you beat Louve once. Hard to believe with that sorry sight of a fight.
I did. Granted, he won the other 99 or so battles. And I was! I simply slipped, that's all!
Interesting. You mixed by any chance?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. If you haven't noticed yourself, I'm not gonna be the one to tell you. If you haven't, it's probably not much anyway.
Huh? What do you...
Anyway, I'm out of here. You can take care of handing him over to the Duke.
You can't possibly... You won't help even a teensy bit? It's a little much to handle all by myself.
Nah, I'm tired of this already. Maybe if one of them could seriously give me a run for my Mira, I'd consider it.
One run for your Mira coming right up.
Huh?
It couldn't be.
She finally...
Huh?
Where did that come from?
Looks like I was right to hurry. I wasn't expecting to find you fighting monsters of this caliber.
You're... Instructor Sarah?
Sorry for the wait, but don't you worry your pretty little heads none. How could I call myself your homeroom teacher if I did?
You're the Purple Lightning, aren't you?
Huh. Hey, I've heard of you.
What's Sarah doing here?
I don't know what to say.
Was this your doing, Yusuf?
I used a secret channel that she was to be our insurance if things took a turn for the worse.
Really?
I'm delighted to see that you're
Thanks, I guess. Still, looks like you've been fighting some of your old pals for the sake of my kids. And I can give credit where it's due.
Ugh. Do you seriously want to... Surely you don't believe you'll win because you're an A-rank breaker.
You ask me, this is more like it. Not like there are any towns nearby I can burn down, so maybe it's time I stopped hoping.
Stay away from him.
Those are just like...
Hold on a moment. I know I said I wanted help, but I'd rather you didn't set me on fire in the process.
What the devil are you doing up?
The hell?
That sounds like...
Isn't that Duke Albert?
Father?
Lord Eustace. Eustace, what is the meaning of... You dare to leave a letter like that and simply disappear?
Letter?
Hey, Duke. You mind staying out of this? I was getting all fired up there before you came and ruined...
Silence! This has nothing to do... I will not stand for behavior like your selfish actions will smear...
My intentions are as I outlined in the contents. I intend to walk my own path. I have no wish to dirty the Alborea name. On the contrary, I wish to find...
Eustace.
What is this drivel? I always knew what a mistake it was to accept you into this family. Come forth, Knights of...
Oh boy. Here.
These must be the soul dots from.
I don't recognize that one either. It must be a new model.
Yeah, there goes any interest I had left. Have a blast. See ya.
You always be so indifferent!
Reen!
Right.
Looks like it's your turn to shine.
Then...
Are you gonna call Valimar?
No matter the results, we can't turn back.
Heed my call.
Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Acknowledged.
So that's the foul fiend that caused trouble for the soldiers from the Twin Dragon.
Oh, so that's the Ashen...
The very same Great Knight that fought near Trista.
And I can sense even more mana coming from it now.
Its form is most impressive.
Go forth, my knight, with them in our custody. The top spot in the... Show them the terrifying...
Yes, Your Grace.
That one looks tough. Heavily armed, but I'm sure Valimar can...
Right! I'm count...
Understood.
Use your links well. I'll handle it. Let me help.
Burn to ash! Let's go! Gotcha!
I'll handle it. Charging him up.
Gotcha!
It's working. Keep it up.
How careless!
Okay.
Gotcha!
That's it. Just a little more.
Let's go! Gotcha!
might.
a little more!
Well done! You did great that time!
This can't be happening.
Damn. You think he's ready, Celine?
He should be.
Reen!
Give us a hand, Emma! We're going to open the spirit!
Right!
A transportation spell?
Time to make our escape!
Wait! You can't leave like this!
Farewell for now, Father. Please give my regret. It is my dearest wish that you won't repeat them. Arno, might I ask you to return the horse I borrowed to the mansion?
As you wish, look.
Wait, Ice! That is an order, you...
Welcome home, Reen. I see you were able to find the rest of...
Yeah.
It sure...
I'm just glad we made it back. The last part was definitely the biggest.
Indeed.
Regardless, we wouldn't have been able... Thank you.
And naturally, that goes for you too.
Yeah, what?
The winds must have been on your side.
It sounds like there was some trouble along the way, but you came back. I can't say I'm surprised to find you're in good health, though. Ill weeds grow apace, after all.
I could say the same about you. Given how useless you are at anything you can't learn from a book, part of me expected we would next meet with you behind bars.
It hasn't even been 30 damn seconds and I already want to kill you.
Okay, my turn! Aw, why'd you move up?
Because you were trying to hug me, obviously.
Oh, come on.
While I'd expected you to come back with your class, not that anything...
Thanks.
certainly has gotten lively.
You're looking a lot better.
I'm still a ways from being back to my old. Toval and Captain Claire have kindly, which means I can focus on my
We're just glad that you've been.
That's not true at all. You've done. And Reen, I want you to know that it couldn't have been easy coming.
Oh, I wouldn't have been able to do any of.
Well, I've had rooms prepared for you all at the Phoenix Wing, so.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that where we stayed during our last visit?
That's the one. I imagine you must all be exhausted.
The open-air bath's finally been repaired, too. If you get the chance, you should enjoy a nice,
Нет, спасибо.
I'm coming in.
Fee! I didn't think anyone else would come here so late at night. Sorry, I'll get out now.
No need for that. I came because I heard you were here from the manager anyway.
You did?
Feels really great being in here during winter. I bet I could take a nap here.
I suppose. Winter's my favorite time of the year to use the springs because of how relaxing it is. Wait, though. I'm not so sure it's the best idea for us to be bathing alone together, Fee. You're not bothered at all?
Why would I be? When I was in the Corps, we'd sometimes all get into a hot spring together. The guys and the girls.
Point taken. She did say that they were all like one big family. You said you came because you knew I... Any particular reason you wanted...
Because I forgot to thank you.
Thank me? I don't feel like I've done anything that warrants...
You couldn't be any more oblivious. I wanted to thank you for surviving all this time so that we could meet again. And for coming all the way to Keldic to get me. Crow might not be with us, but it feels like the rest of us were only able to be here now.
Thanks to me? I don't know if I agree. Besides, all of you...
Oh, I know. Still, I think our class is only how it is because it's only because we could believe you'd get back on your feet that we're all here now. That's how I feel. And I know that's how everyone else feels too. So... That wasn't supposed to be funny. Maybe a little overblown, but not half as cheesy as some of the things you've said.
I'm sorry. It just finally hit home that I had no idea that everyone was thinking of me as much as they were, or that so... It just made me realize all over again, so I couldn't help...
Oh. Well, make sure you don't forget it. We're all friends. And that's not gonna change anytime soon.
Don't worry. Now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back to the Academy one. As long as we don't give up, I know we... So, let's give it everything we...
Так, выешечки.
Hoppa! Hoppa! Dun, 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 dun. No. Ah, vamos a chocar.
went up a rank. Here's a little something from the guild. Nice work. You did all right, I guess.
I've thought long and hard about it, and I think we as a class need to find a path of our own, separate from the ones the reformist and noble factions are taking.
A third way? I do agree. It wouldn't feel quite right for us to directly...
True. We might be military academy students.
Involving ourselves in a civil war isn't something we should take lightly. We might have a divine knight on our side, but we're still going to need to be very careful how...
Whatever we do, Valimar will certainly be at the center.
No doubt. We've all seen how powerful the Divine Knights are. If we use them right, we can intervene in the war as much as we want.
They're quite literally beings of legend. However, his potential influence on the war is all the more reason why he will need to be used cautiously.
What are we gonna do then? Even if we agree on not siding with either of the factions, I'm pretty sure each of us have different stuff we want to do, and different things that we have to do too.
Yeah, that's true. For my part, I need to rescue Elise and Princess Alphen from the Noble Alliance. Whether it's alone or with you guys, it's something I'll do.
There's no way you'll be alone for that. We're with you. I'm concerned about Dad too, what with them having him under arrest.
I still can't get in contact with Fiona either. I'm glad I was able to see Dad.
For me, I'm worried about Ruhr as a whole. It's a huge relief to see you're alright, Sharon, but Mother's still unaccounted for.
I'm sorry I can't do more to comfort you, my lady.
And I have no idea where Father's been for the past month. I'm certain he must be well, but all the...
We're all worried about our families, I see. Hopefully, we can find some information on all of them before the fighting gets any more fierce.
I'm certainly not worried about the safety of mine. Although, suffice it to say, if we choose to intervene in the war, conflict with them is all but inevitable.
That goes for Zeno and Leo, too. They've been hired by the Noble Alliance, so I'd say it's likely we'll run into them in the future.
Plus, Emma and I still need to talk to Vita to see what exactly she's trying to do. To figure out what's so important to her that she was willing to break a taboo to do it.
That's true.
Whatever you decide to do, you'll have my just as the warriors of Nord did 250. I'm determined to fight to protect my second homeland. And those who live...
Oh, same! I can back him up, right, Claire?
How could I say no? I have my own duties to take care of as part of the rail, but I fully intend to support all of you with everything.
I'm thinking it's about time I return to helping the guild, actually. But I'll still be in touch with Sarah, so I'm sure I can lend a hand or two anytime you need it.
Naturally, I'd be overjoyed to continue serving as your dormitory's caretaker.
I'm your instructor, so you're stuck with me to the very end. Whatever you choose to do, you'll have my support. You're going to need to decide on a more specific course of action, though. Resolving to find a third way is a start, but only a start. It also leaves plenty of questions that need to be answered on top of it all.
Well, then how about this? Let's figure out right now whether or not we want to keep using Ymir as our base of operation.
Just so we're clear on this, there's a limit to how many people can use the spirit path at any one time. And with as many people as we have now, I'm not sure how useful it's going to be.
And we're limited on how frequently we can use it.
Oh, right.
But we're also just as limited on where we can go otherwise. We haven't exactly been the most subtle group around. Who's to say we could even operate elsewhere?
An astute point. The Noble Alliance will no doubt be even more wary of us than before.
In the end, no matter what we decide, we lose.
Indeed. Yet we're short on time, so a decision must be...
There's gotta be something that only we can do.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I know it exists. The best thing we can do now is keep talking things out until we find a way. There's no point in running.
Well, doesn't this look fun? Mind if I join in?
What in the world?
It couldn't be.
Vita!
It's lovely to see you again, Emma. You were finally able to reunite with all of your classmates. I'm happy for you. Really, I am. The goddess was on your side after all.
Cut the crap, Vita. Have you been listening in all the... Where are you?
I'm not far at all. Listen closely.
That sounds just like...
Is that?
It's coming from above!
Isn't that the Noble Alliance?
What's the Pantagruel doing here?
Damn it! I didn't think she'd tell the rest of their army where we were.
But why now?
Why? Because our preparations are finally...
Vita!
Vita! Yes, I am here, in the flesh. As nice as it would be to finally give you a hug, Emma, I wouldn't want to keep our guest of honor waiting any longer.
Can't be. The Azure Knight. Crow.
Long time no see, guys. Sorry for dropping in on you like this, but I'm sure you know the drill by now. You ready to have some fun?
Is that really you, Crow?
There's no doubt about it.
See. You damn terrorist.
Come on!
Right!
Heed my call! Valimar!
Acknowledged.
I'm not gonna lose this time, because at the end of the day, he's just an obstacle. So lend me your power, Val.
Very well.
You've really taken to piloting since your last encounter. I was hoping you would, and you didn't let me down. But potential is only that. Potential. And you, Reen, might want to reevaluate just how many obstacles need over...
This is bad.
Aren't those the Alliance's allies?
Long time no see, kiddos.
I see the purple lightning has...
Zeno.
Zephyr!
And a few members of Ouroboros, too. Guess all the big guys wanted a piece of us today.
And look, Sammy's here too.
Kindly stop referring to Clown Soleus with that bizarre nickname.
Oh, it's a pleasure, all right.
It's only been 2 days since you first fought them.
This could pose a problem. Why send so many powerful allies here?
You've proven to be rather formidable adversaries after all. It wouldn't do to underestimate.
Rufus!
I'm pleased to see you all again, ladies and gentlemen. As for you, dear brother, I was told that you'd run away from home. It does my heart good to see you safe and sound. So, you've finally got... Even if those choices placed...
The Noble Alliance is pulling out all the stops to find...
Reen, we'll take care of everything here. You and Valimar have your own battle to...
Are you sure?
We're in for a real brawl out here.
Leave the battle on the...
Wait, shit!
You know they're all
Well, what do you say we get started?
Here he comes.
I'm impressed. You managed to hold your own bed. It's only been a month or so, but you've really grown as...
Well, it's hard to go through the kinds of things I have without growing from me. And now that I've done all that, I'm going...
No, you're not. I said you could hold your own, not that you could win. And it's time you realize just how much of an impact...
That's enough, Crow!
Do they really stand a...
Well, they're putting up a good fight. Yeah, it's not looking they're outnumbered for what...
Then it's time we lent them...
Agreed! Weapons...
Always in a rush, aren't you? Stay right where you are. I'll...
You will...
Trying to stop us from joining in?
I'd rather... I'll let you make the first move. It's been quite some time since I last instructed you in fencing uses.
Wow.
His guard's perfect.
Stay alert. Rufus is a master of... We'll need to put all we have into this battle.
I would have it no other way.
Show me what you're capable of.
Okay.
Witness the fruits of my training! Power! Radiant Lion!
Okay. You're finished. Full speed ahead!
Show your strength. Begin.
Divine Lightning!
I wasn't paying attention.
Everyone.
Well, I won't deny that was an entertaining diversion. But you do well to intensify your training regimen if you hope to best.
Well, how is he so...
We didn't stand a chance.
He might even be stronger than Sarah.
Are you guys okay?
Hey, you really think you've got time to be worrying about them?
You ain't getting out of this one, Green. All right, bring it on! It's time to settle this, Crow! Bring it on!
This'll be a tough one.
Let's go! Gotcha!
Think you can handle this?
You're wasting your time! Eat this! Gotcha!
There! Gotcha! Think you can handle this?
This is bad.
Gotcha! Gotcha! Think you can handle this? You're wasting your time! Eat this! There! Shoulder the cross of your demise! Deadly!
Hey! Are you okay?
Settled enough for you? Didn't even bother to use that trump card of yours.
He wasn't even trying last time.
Come on. With the way you are now, I don't even need to try. I'll always. And that, Reen, perfectly illustrates just how massive the gulf between us is. Maybe you think you've had it tough up till now, but you're gonna need to go through a hell of a lot more if you want to even the odds.
I see the battle here has come to an...
Hey, Vita.
I can't help but feel a little bummed that everything went exactly as I thought it would. Still, it just goes to show how much faith I have in your skills.
Funny, I don't recall ever becoming yours. How's everything up top?
I think it's only a matter of... But we've caused enough trouble for the people.
Finestrum Phantasma. Window.
My apologies for not coming down to speak with you in person, ladies and gentlemen of Thor's Military Academy. You know who I am, of course, but I am Duke Cayenne, ruler of the Lemaire province and supreme leader of the Noble Alliance.
Duke Cayenne?
So even the big guy himself is here.
I must say, what a curious group we have here. I'd heard as much, but allow me to extend my most heartfelt congratulations. My expectations have thoroughly been exceeded. When I saw young Eustace and Laura in Legram earlier this year, I could never have imagined this is how we would next meet. Oh, I'm sure your parents must have warned you against wandering off with such disreputable individuals on a number of occasions. But I suppose every child thinks that they alone know what is best for themselves. Duke Alborea was simply livid about what happened. But it can't hurt to learn more about the outside world.
Where that Lisa's mouth is condescending.
Did you come all the way here just to tell us?
Don't be silly, child. Reen Schwarzer. I had this meeting arranged because I wanted to speak with you. Perhaps the method was a touch too garish for something so simple, but do forgive me for not formally requesting an audience.
With me?
With you. Allow me to get right to the point. I wish to invite you, Ashen Chevalier, aboard. I've heard all about your magnificent exploits across the land, and so I thought it would be nice to sit down about the past, the present.
Are you suggesting... You want Reen to...
Should you accept my invitation, we will withdraw. Furthermore, I give you my personal assurance that we will leave this village alone for the duration of this war. A fine proposition, is it not?
Very well. Allow me to accept your invitation.
Don't be an idiot. This is clearly a trap.
I appreciate it. Trap or not, this might be a good chance for us, too. Valimar, transport Celine back up.
Are you certain?
Now hold it right...
Don't worry about me. Yeah, and I'm sure we can do it again. Valimar?
Very well.
Wait!
It seems the time has come for us to part ways once, but remember this. You're an Alberea. There is power and dignity in that name. To whatever end you would use it, I want you to prove that the convictions you cling to...
Wait!
Lord Rufus!
Well met, Lord Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to see you. Allow me to extend my apologies for the harm my father visited upon this town and its people.
Never mind that. What do you intend to do with my son? And what is a promising young man like yourself?
We're simply going to borrow young Green for a short while. There's nothing to worry about. I'm a busy man these days, though, so for now, I bid you adieu.
Reen! We all finally got back together, too. Why?
Sorry, but I'll be back, I promise. So stay safe.